cold toes when you're lying in bed, numb fingers when you hold your coffee cup, swollen ankles at the end of the day, tingling in your hands, a little dizziness when you stand up. We tell ourselves, oh, that's just aging. But what if it's not? What if your body is trying to warn you about something deeper? What if these little annoyances are actually signs that your blood isn't moving the way it should? Poor circulation in seniors doesn't always look dramatic. It often starts quiet and slow, but if you ignore it, the consequences can be serious. From leg pain and fatigue to cognitive decline, even a higher risk of heart disease. So in today's video, we're breaking down 6 early signs of poor circulation every senior should know, and why sign number 3 is one most people ignore until it's too late. Hi, and welcome to Healthy After 60, your daily dose to feel better, move better, and live better after 60. Today's topic is so important because circulation is your life force. It's how your blood delivers oxygen, nutrients, and healing throughout your body. But as we age, our circulation naturally slows down. Our arteries get stiffer. We move less. And small signs of poor blood flow start to show up, often without us realizing it. We're going to walk through 6 of those signs, one at a time, in a way that's simple, clear, and connected to your real life. So stay with us to the end, because this video might help you catch something early before it becomes serious. And don't just watch, get involved. If you felt any of these symptoms, or if you're over 60 and care about your health, comment below with your name, your age, and what country you're watching from. Let's raise awareness together. Now, let's begin with sign number 1, and it might be something you brushed off for years. Let's start with sign number 1, cold hands and feet. It might sound simple, but in seniors, it's often one of the first red flags your body is trying to raise. What causes cold extremities? Here's why it happens. When your circulation slows down, your blood struggles to reach the farthest parts of your body. Your toes, your fingers, your hands, your feet. These areas are called your extremities, and they're the first to feel the effects of poor blood flow. Blood carries warmth. So when less of it reaches your skin, especially in winter or when you're at rest, those areas feel noticeably colder. Sometimes, this shows up as cold toes in bed, even under a warm blanket, or cold fingertips, even when your body feels comfortable. Now, let's be honest. How many times have you brushed it off? It's just my age. It's always been like that. I've got poor circulation, but that's normal, right? Here's the truth. Cold hands and feet aren't always normal, especially if they're new, constant, or paired with other symptoms. They may be a signal that your arteries are narrowing or that your heart isn't pumping as effectively as it used to. It can also mean your blood vessels aren't expanding the way they should in response to temperature, a sign of aging, yes, but also a sign of reduced vascular function. Here's what to watch for. Are your hands or feet cold, even when the rest of your body is warm? Do you get pins and needles when you warm them back up? Do your toes look pale or bluish at times? Are you layering socks at night just to feel comfortable? If you answered yes to any of those, you're not alone and you're not weak. But it could mean your blood flow needs support. One of our viewers, John from Ohio, age 72, told us he used to wake up every morning with his feet freezing cold. He thought it was just winter, so he bought thicker socks. But the cold didn't go away, even in July. After watching one of our videos, he spoke to his doctor and discovered early-stage peripheral artery disease. He caught it early, and with walking, better food, and daily hydration, he said the cold in his feet started to ease within weeks. You see, cold hands and feet are not about being chilly. They're about being undersupplied. Your body is trying to tell you that the delivery system is lagging, that your energy highway, your bloodstream, isn't reaching the last mile. And while it may start as a small nuisance, it can become a bigger issue, like poor wound healing, nerve damage, or serious circulation conditions if ignored. Now, don't worry. There are small steps that help. Move your body every hour. Even ankle rotations and finger stretches boost local circulation. Stay warm, but also stay hydrated. Thick blood flows slower. Massage your hands and feet in the evening to stimulate blood vessels. Eat circulation-supporting foods like beets, garlic, and citrus fruits. Have you felt this recently? Cold feet at night, or hands that just don't warm up? If yes, you're not alone, and you're not stuck. Comment below with your answer. Just type 1 if you felt this, or 0 if you haven't. And tell us where you're watching from. We love seeing the global healthy after 60 family. If this part helped you, give it a like, so YouTube shows it to more people who need to see it. Now, let's move to sign number 2, and this one might be something you thought was just a nerve thing. Let's move on to sign number 2, numbness or tingling in your hands, feet, fingers, or toes. If you've ever felt like a part of your body has fallen asleep, without explanation, this next section is for you. It might feel like a light buzzing, a tingle in your fingers, a strange numb patch on your foot, or a mild burning sensation that comes and goes. Sometimes you shake it off, thinking maybe you were sitting the wrong way, but when it keeps happening, especially when you're not applying pressure, your body may be whispering, your circulation is slowing. What causes this in seniors? As we age, blood flow to our nerves can decline. Poor circulation means the tiny blood vessels that feed our peripheral nerves aren't delivering oxygen and nutrients as efficiently. When those nerves aren't fed, they malfunction, they misfire, go numb, or send that prickling feeling. This is often one of the earliest signs of nerve stress due to poor circulation. It's easy to blame posture or sleeping wrong. And sometimes, yes, a pinched nerve can cause it. But when the numbness is ongoing, random, or always in the same fingers, toes, or foot, then circulation should be considered, especially if it's combined with coldness, swelling, or fatigue in your limbs. Let me tell you about Martha. She's 68 from Florida. She told us her left foot had been feeling tingly for months. Not painful, just off. She blamed it on her shoes. But when the tingling spread to her calf, she saw her doctor. Turns out, she had reduced blood flow to the lower limb due to narrowing arteries, something her doctor said was incredibly common in seniors, but often missed until it worsens. With some changes in movement, hydration, and circulation-friendly foods, her sensation slowly returned, and more importantly, she avoided permanent nerve damage. Here's where this sign tends to show up first in seniors. Tips of your fingers while reading, using a phone, or cooking. The ball or sole of your foot when sitting too long. Numb toes and shoes that used to feel comfortable. A band of tingling in your calves or ankles. These are not just old nerves. These are circulation red flags. What you can do about it. If you're feeling tingling or numbness often, here's what helps. Move frequently. Small leg lifts, hand stretches, and foot pumps can awaken circulation. Improve posture, especially when seated for long periods. Stay hydrated. Water supports healthy blood volume and flow. Eat for circulation. Foods like beets, ginger, dark leafy greens, and turmeric can support better flow. Sleep with feet slightly elevated. This helps venous return overnight. And most importantly, don't ignore it. The earlier you notice poor circulation, the easier it is to fix. Now, be honest with yourself. Have you felt tingling or numbness in your hands or feet lately? Comment below. Type 1 if yes, type 0 if no. We read and respond to as many comments as we can, and your answers help others feel seen too. And if this helped you understand your symptoms better, hit that like button so YouTube shows this to someone else who might be quietly struggling. Next, we're moving into sign number 3, and it's the one most people overlook completely until it becomes dangerous. This is the part of the video where things get serious. Because sign number 3 is one that most people, even doctors, often overlook in the early stages. But when ignored, it can lead to long-term damage, even emergencies. Sign number 3 is skin discoloration. Have you ever noticed the skin on your feet, legs, or hands looking pale or slightly bluish? Have you seen a purple or reddish patch appear on your ankle that just lingers? Or maybe your skin tone looks blotchy in one area, but totally normal everywhere else. If so, it might not just be dry skin or old age or poor circulation acting up. It could be a sign that your blood isn't delivering oxygen where it's needed. Here's what's happening. Healthy blood flow brings oxygen-rich blood to your skin, giving it that warm, even tone. But when circulation slows down, your blood vessels struggle to deliver that oxygen. So your skin may start to change color in the areas furthest from the heart, like your toes, heels, or fingertips. You might notice a bluish tint called cyanosis, a red or purple patch, unexplained paleness, or even darkened spots that don't hurt but look unusual. These are not skin problems. They are circulatory alarms. This sign matters because it can indicate underlying blood clots, venous insufficiency, or even peripheral artery disease, which, if not treated early, can lead to serious complications. In some cases, skin discoloration is the body's early warning that tissue isn't getting enough oxygen, and if left ignored, it could lead to ulcers, infections, or worse. But here's the hard truth. Many seniors don't notice it because it doesn't hurt, it doesn't itch, and it often develops slowly, subtly over time. By the time it becomes obvious, it's usually progressed too far. Let me share the story of Bernard, 74, from Wisconsin. He had a small, purplish patch on his left ankle for nearly 6 months. It didn't hurt, so he assumed it was from bumping his foot on furniture. But when the patch began to feel cooler than the surrounding skin, and a small sore developed that wouldn't heal, his daughter urged him to see a doctor. It turned out he had chronic venous insufficiency, and his blood was pooling in the lower limbs. He was at risk for skin breakdown, infection, and even deep vein thrombosis. Thankfully, they caught it early enough to manage it, but Bernard's story is not unique. Here are signs you should never ignore, especially if you're over 60. Bluish toes or fingertips, especially when cold. Red or purple blotches around the ankle, heel, or calves. Pale patches that don't return to color quickly when pressed. Skin that feels colder or warmer than nearby areas. Dark in areas that seem to spread slowly over time. Even if you feel fine, these changes could be your first clue that your circulation is compromised. If you've noticed any of these signs, here's what you can start doing right now. Check your skin tone daily, especially feet and ankles. Elevate your legs when resting to help blood return to the heart. Avoid tight socks or shoes that restrict blood flow. Support vascular health through circulation-friendly foods like leafy greens, garlic, turmeric, and beetroot juice. Stay gently active. Even seated leg movements help. And most importantly, don't ignore changes in your skin. They're not just cosmetic, they're communicative. Now I want to hear from you. Have you ever noticed skin discoloration in your legs, feet, or hands and didn't think much of it? Comment below, type aware now, if this section opened your eyes, or share your story so others know they're not alone. If you made it this far, it means you're taking charge of your health. So like this video to support others who need this information. And subscribe for tomorrow's tip. Next, we move on to sign number 4, swelling. It may look harmless, but the reason behind it could be putting pressure on your entire body. Let's talk about sign number 4, swelling. It's one of the most visible signs of poor circulation, but also one of the most misunderstood. What does swelling look like in seniors? You might notice your feet looking puffier than usual when you take off your socks. Your ankles feel tight at the end of the day, or your hands look slightly bloated, especially after sitting too long. Some people call it water retention. Others say it's just age. But here's the truth. When swelling happens regularly, especially in your lower limbs, it's often a sign that your circulation system is struggling to do its job. Here's what's happening. When blood flows to your legs and feet, it's supposed to return to the heart through your veins. But if your circulation is weak, or your veins are overworked, that blood and fluid can pool in your lower limbs. This buildup of fluid is what we call peripheral edema, and it's the body's signal that something isn't flowing the way it should. Swelling might seem harmless, but it can put stress on your veins, increase your risk of blood clots, and even contribute to poor oxygen delivery to your muscles and skin. And over time, if left untreated, chronic swelling can lead to more serious issues like skin breakdown, infections, deep vein thrombosis, worsening heart strain. Swelling isn't just a cosmetic problem. It's a circulatory symptom, and your body is begging you to pay attention. Let's talk about Marlene. She's 70, from Ontario. She noticed her slippers getting tighter and socks leaving deeper imprints on her ankles. She brushed it off for months, until one day, her foot was so swollen, She couldn't fit into her walking shoes. Her daughter took her to the clinic, and they found she was dealing with early-stage venous insufficiency and rising blood pressure. Thankfully, it wasn't too late. With lifestyle changes and proper support, her swelling reduced dramatically, and so did her fatigue. So, how do you know if your swelling is circulation-related? Look for these signs. Swelling that gets worse as the day goes on. Feet or ankles feel heavy or tender. Skin looks shiny or stretched. Your shoes feel tighter than usual in the evening. Sock marks leave deep impressions. It improves slightly after resting with your feet elevated. If you said yes to any of those, your circulation might be asking for help. Besides poor blood return, other common contributors include sitting or standing for too long without movement, heart or kidney strain, too much sodium salt in your diet, certain medications that affect fluid retention. But here's the key point. Swelling is not just a standalone issue. It's often a circulatory consequence. Here's what you can start doing today to manage or reduce swelling. Elevate your legs on a pillow while sitting or lying down. Even 20 minutes can help blood return upward. Take short, frequent walks, even around the house. Use compression socks, with guidance from a healthcare provider, to support your veins. Stay well hydrated. Dehydration can worsen swelling. Eat potassium-rich foods like bananas, spinach, and sweet potatoes. They help balance fluids. Reduce sodium. Avoid canned soups, chips, and packaged meals. So let me ask you, have you noticed swelling in your ankles, feet, or legs lately? Has it gotten worse after sitting for long periods? Or at the end of the day? Comment below. Type yes if this is something you've seen in yourself, or no if not yet. Either way, your experience helps someone else feel understood. And if this part of the video gave you clarity, please hit like. It helps YouTube show this to more seniors who might be quietly struggling with circulation. Next, we'll look at sign number 5, leg cramps or heaviness. And if you've ever blamed it on aging or just walking too much, this next part might shift your entire perspective. Let's talk about sign number 5, leg cramps and heaviness. If your legs feel tired just from walking across the room, or if you wake up at night with painful calf cramps, your body may be asking for help. Your legs are farthest from your heart, and they rely on good blood flow to get oxygen and nutrients. When your circulation weakens, that blood doesn't move as efficiently. And what happens next is exactly what you feel: tired, cramping, and heavy legs. It's not just a feeling of fatigue. It's your muscles not getting enough oxygen, especially when they're under strain. The result? You take fewer steps. You avoid stairs. You rest more, but somehow still feel tired. As we age, arteries can stiffen and narrow. This is called arteriosclerosis, and it slows down how quickly blood gets to your muscles. For seniors, even walking to the kitchen can make the legs feel heavy, not because you're weak, but because your circulation isn't keeping up with the demand. When oxygen delivery drops, your muscles build up lactic acid, and that's what causes those cramps. If you're waking up in the middle of the night with intense cramping, especially in your calves, you're not alone. Many seniors experience this, and most think it's dehydration or bad sleeping posture. But recurring nighttime leg cramps may be your body telling you, I'm struggling to circulate while you sleep. Blood flow naturally slows during rest. So if your circulation is already weak, your legs may not get what they need, even in bed. Michael, age 69 from Texas, told us something so relatable. He said, my legs didn't hurt, they just felt like sandbags. He thought it was because he was getting older, but when he started avoiding walks, skipping church stairs, and leaning on railings, his daughter noticed. A vascular check showed he had poor lower limb circulation and early signs of peripheral artery disease, PAD. With lifestyle changes, light daily walking, and diet support, his heaviness eased, and he got his independence back. Leg cramping or heaviness can show up in subtle ways. Ask yourself, do your legs feel tired faster than they used to, even after short walks? Do you feel the need to sit and rest your legs often? Do your calves cramp at night, even with hydration? Are your legs aching after standing for a long time, like cooking or cleaning? Do you avoid stairs or hills because your legs feel too heavy? If any of these sound familiar, it might not be your energy. It might be your circulation. Here's how you can support blood flow and reduce the heaviness in your legs. Take short walking breaks every hour, even around the house. Elevate your legs when you rest. 20 to 30 minutes can help. Do light calf stretches or seated leg pumps daily. Eat circulation-supporting foods like avocados, leafy greens, beets, turmeric, and garlic. Consider compression socks to improve blood return. Check with your doctor first. Hydrate steadily throughout the day. Poor hydration thickens the blood. And make sure your feet are warm and relaxed before bed to prevent cramping. Have you experienced leg cramps at night? Or do your legs feel heavier than they used to, even without a lot of movement? Comment below. Type heavy legs if this is something you've been dealing with, or simply type your age. Let's raise awareness of how common this really is. If this part of the video gave you a light bulb moment, hit the like button so more seniors can understand what their body is trying to say. And now, let's move into sign number 6, the one that hides in your head: brain fog, lightheadedness, and dizziness. Because when circulation to the brain slows down, your clarity does too. We've talked about what poor circulation does to your hands, your legs, and your skin. But now we need to talk about the one area where it's often most dangerous, yet hardest to recognize: your brain. Sign number 6 is cognitive fog or dizziness. And it's more than just forgetting where you place your keys. Do you ever feel like your thinking is slower than it used to be? Like your brain is full of clouds? You're reading a sentence and forgetting to start before reaching the end. Or you start a sentence and forget what you were saying halfway through. This is often called brain fog, a feeling of mental sluggishness, confusion, or even detachment. And it's incredibly common among seniors with poor circulation. Here's why. Your brain uses more oxygen than any other organ in your body. In fact, it consumes about 20% of your entire oxygen supply, even though it only makes up 2% of your body weight. That oxygen gets delivered through blood flow. So if your circulation slows down or if your blood vessels are narrowed, guess what suffers first? Your mental clarity. You may not notice it in one big moment, but it shows up subtly. You lose focus more easily. You mix up words. You feel disoriented in familiar places. You take longer to make decisions. Or you get mentally tired much faster than you used to. Now, let's add another piece: dizziness or lightheadedness. You stand up and the room sways for a moment. You walk too fast and your head spins. Sometimes it feels like your body moves faster than your brain. This happens when your brain isn't getting blood fast enough, especially during movement or posture changes. It's called orthostatic hypotension in some cases, a drop in blood pressure when you stand. But it often goes hand in hand with poor circulation, dehydration, or blood vessel stiffness. Let me tell you about Anita, 73, from Nevada. She used to write in a journal every morning, a habit she loved. But slowly, she found herself staring at the page, forgetting what she wanted to write. Then came the dizziness. Bending over to pick up something made her feel like fainting. She told her doctor it was probably just getting older. But blood flow tests revealed she had reduced cerebral circulation, a silent but serious issue. They adjusted her hydration, added simple balance exercises, and focused on circulation-friendly meals. And in just 2 months, her clarity improved. Cognitive fog and dizziness can show up in ways that don't seem serious at first. But here are warning signs to take seriously. Feeling lightheaded when standing, walking, or turning your head quickly. Struggling to find words or names that you know. Losing your train of thought mid-sentence. Needing extra time to process conversations. Forgetting tasks you just started. Feeling mentally tired long before your body is tired. Here are simple steps that support circulation to the brain and help you think more clearly. Move regularly. Gentle walking, stretching, even neck rotations help keep blood flowing upward. Practice deep breathing. Oxygen helps the brain feel alert and calm. Stay hydrated. Thick blood travels slower, and dehydration is a top cause of dizziness. Eat foods rich in nitrates, like beets and spinach, antioxidants, like berries, and omega-3s, like walnuts and salmon. Sleep deeply. Your brain clears waste and restores function overnight. Challenge your brain. Puzzles, word games, reading, even learning something new improves circulation to thinking areas. So tell me, have you noticed more mental fog or dizziness recently? Even if it's small, it's worth paying attention to. Comment below. Type "clear mind" if you're ready to take your brain's health seriously. Or tell us where you're watching from, name, age, and country, so we can continue to build a global circle of awareness. And if you made it this far, please like this video, because clarity shouldn't fade just because we age. And subscribe so you never miss our next health insight. Next, we're going to show you 3 easy circulation boosting habits you can do right at home. No medication, no gym, no confusion. Just simple things that get the blood flowing again. By now, we've covered the 6 signs of poor circulation you should never ignore. But let's end on a positive note, because even if you've experienced some of these symptoms, you are not stuck. In fact, there are simple things you can do, right from your own home, to wake up your circulation and start supporting your heart, brain, muscles, and joints. 1. Elevate your legs for 15 to 20 minutes a day. Your legs work hard all day, but gravity works against them. When blood flows down, it doesn't always make its way back up easily, especially if you sit a lot or have vein issues. One of the simplest, most powerful things you can do is this. Lay flat and raise your legs on a few pillows, slightly above heart level, for 15 to 20 minutes. This helps your blood return to your heart, reduces swelling, and gives your veins a much-needed break. Try it before bed or during your afternoon rest. You might be surprised how much lighter your legs feel afterward. 2. Walk, even for 5 minutes at a time. Movement is medicine for circulation. And no, you don't need a gym. You don't need a treadmill. You don't even need to leave the house. What you need is consistency. Take a gentle walk every hour, even just a lap around your home, or march in place during a TV commercial. Every step you take acts like a pump, squeezing your leg muscles and helping your blood flow upward. Bonus tip, try ankle rolls or heel raises while sitting. Even seated movement improves circulation. 3. Give yourself a gentle massage. You don't need fancy equipment or a spa day to boost blood flow. Your hands can do the job beautifully. Start with your calves or feet. Use gentle circular motions or light strokes moving upward toward the heart. Do the same with your hands, arms, or thighs. Massage warms the tissues, activates the vessels, and relieves stiffness. It's not just good for the body, it's calming for the mind. If you have arthritis or sensitivity, even a soft rub or warm compress can bring comfort. Now I'd love to hear from you. Which of these 3 are you going to try first? Are you elevating your legs tonight, going for a short walk, or giving yourself a light massage? Comment below with your answer or type, "I'm starting today." We're building a supportive community where small steps lead to big changes. And remember, circulation doesn't improve overnight, but small, consistent habits practiced daily. That's how strength returns. If this video has helped you understand your body better, please like it. And subscribe for your next health step tomorrow. Up next, we'll quickly recap the 6 signs of poor circulation, so you can remember what to watch for and what to take action on. Let's take one final moment to pull everything together, because knowledge is only powerful when we remember it. Here are the 6 signs of poor circulation we covered today, all of them important, all of them treatable when caught early. Cold hands and feet. Your body isn't warming up your extremities like it used to. Numbness or tingling. Your nerves may not be getting enough oxygen. Skin discoloration, blue, red, or pale areas on the skin could be a circulatory red flag. Swelling, especially in your feet and ankles, a sign that blood and fluid are pooling. Leg cramps or heaviness. Your muscles might be starved for oxygen. Cognitive fog or dizziness. Your brain is sensitive to poor blood flow, and it shows. If even one of these signs felt familiar, don't panic. Take it as a powerful opportunity to take better care of yourself. And remember this, these signs are warnings, not your destiny. You're not too old, you're not too late, and your body is listening. You just have to start giving it better signals. So here's your chance to take action and be part of a movement of seniors who are choosing health with wisdom and intention. Drop a comment below with your first name, your age, the country you're watching from, and which sign hit home for you the most today. We read every comment, and we're building a circle of support and awareness across the world. If you made it this far, it means you care deeply about your health or the health of someone you love. Please like this video so YouTube shows it to more people who might be quietly suffering. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications, because tomorrow we'll talk about natural foods that clean your arteries and support strong blood flow after 60. And share this video with a friend, spouse, or sibling, someone you care about, someone who deserves to feel stronger and more alive. Growing older doesn't mean shrinking your life. It means living smarter, with better awareness, better habits, and better days ahead. Stay kind to yourself. Stay curious about your body. And stay with us. Your next step to better health starts tomorrow.